Hey, thanks for hopping in. We are doing D&D 5th edition. I am a newer DM, and if you want to get to the intro, it starts about at 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, how's everyone doing? I am Grim. Gonna be ready to start here in just a second. Alright, so I'm hopping in call with my players here. But we're doing a rat one-shot. Good to see ya. Let me turn my camera on too.
I am currently in Roll20 through Discord. That's really neat.
Awesome, awesome.
He wouldn't shut up about it the entire time you were gone.
Oh, really?
I mean, it was like a 1-second conversation, but yes. This is new. We usually use Zoom, so...
Yeah, but it was the entire conversation.
Oh, yeah.
That's not true. I was trying to hit on you for a little bit there.
Yeah, but I thought the Discord thing was subtext.
Oh, yeah. Well, you seem interested in it, so I guess it worked.
How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Pretty good.
Oh, there's my camera. How's it
There
going?
he is.
Hello.
Okay, did you guys all read the introduction? Like, do you guys know where we are roughly?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll do some introduction as well. All right. You guys excited?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Awesome,
Mhm.
awesome. Where we are in the story, you guys are adventurers. At least 2 of you are. And we are contracted from the guild to go to the Tilted Tavern to meet a barkeep who's having a rat problem. Okay? From there, you were also told from the guild there was an advance party. 3 adventurers came back of the 4, and they said their paladin has not returned, and they were terrified. So we're starting the story with 2 people. We're starting with Gimbal and Duma Thurman. Do you guys want to introduce your characters? Give a little background.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Okay. My name is Gimbal Thimble Wimble. I am, for a gnome, I'm pretty tall. And I am a wizard. And that's me.
Great, great.
I'm Duma Thurman, and I hail from the Mountain Dwarf clan, and essentially my whole family is a bunch of smiths, but I don't follow that lifestyle. I've always found music intriguing, so I left my homeland in search of the sacred song.
Great. So what's gonna happen is you guys are actually already in town. You guys are walking toward the tavern, but you'll see on the side there's a discarded satchel. I'm gonna need you guys to roll perception. That is Skylar and Tyler.
Okay. I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Sorry, my phone is getting there. Perception.
Should be in your
I got
skills.
Yeah, I got a 7.
Okay. So, Tyler, you only see this. You see the discarded satchel, but you also see a hooded man, like, running toward it. It looks like he's gonna try to grab for it. You will have the time to react. So what do you plan on doing here?
How far away am I from the satchel?
Oh, it's like within 5 feet. I mean, you'd likely be able to grab it before him. But something you also know is the town guards crack down really hard on fighting in the streets. So if you get caught fighting, you'll likely spend the night in the cell.
Okay. So, I am going to pick it up anyway.
Great, great. So what's gonna happen? Are you gonna say anything? Are you gonna say anything to your partner, Duma Thurman?
I'm gonna say, hey, look at this thing I found, and I'm just gonna start opening the satchel.
And I give him a cool thumbs up.
So before you open the satchel, this man is gonna walk up to you. He's gonna say, hey, that's my satchel. What are you doing with it?
This satchel?
Yes.
The one that it was just sitting here on the sidewalk.
You had to have seen me going for it.
That doesn't mean it's your satchel.
True, but I lost one just like it today.
How do I know you're not lying to me?
You don't, but I know it's not your satchel. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been having this conversation with me. Now, Gimbal,
Interesting.
you could try to persuade him or do a little deception here. Entirely up to you. You play your character as you want to.
Let's see.
You could also just book it. But I want you to know you need to communicate with your partner, Duma Thurman.
Yeah. I'm just gonna whisper to Duma and be like, something doesn't seem right here.
Are you gonna hand me my satchel, or?
I don't know. Why don't you prove to me that it's your satchel?
I shouldn't have to prove it's my satchel. You don't even know what's inside
Why
of
don't
it.
you tell me what's inside of this satchel, and I'll look inside and we'll decide if it's your satchel.
I'll only tell you this. There's at least 2 potions and a stick.
2 potions and a stick?
At least.
At least.
Are you saying you don't know exactly what's in the satchel?
Well, can you roll insight for me?
15.
Okay. I'm gonna need Duma as well, because you're there, and you can see what's going on. You guys are standing right next to each other in the middle of the street. Roll insight.
Insight, okay.
Yes, please.
I got 19.
Great. Both of you guys can tell this guy's not being truthful at all. And he's making you a little uncomfortable. Maybe he's a little slimy. What do you guys say to that? Anything?
I'm still gonna look inside the satchel.
Okay, you will see at the top of the bag, you will see a stick. You will see at least 2 potions. There's more deeper in the bag, but that's what you can see in this moment. Are you satisfied? That is my bag. I told you what's inside of it.
Hmm. I guess I will hand him back his bag.
Even though you know that he's lying? It's up to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to give him back his bag, and I'm going to whisper to afterwards. I'm going to whisper to Duma. You think we should follow him? Because he's shady.
I think we should absolutely follow him.
So he takes the bag from you, and as he's conversing with you, and you see him taking the bag from you, he doesn't quite have it yet, but you notice there's this hysterical woman. Like, she's crying. She's like, I dropped my bag. I have no idea where to find it. She's just pleading out in the open air. You guys can openly hear this as this slimy guy you know is lying to you. So he's almost got it. If you want it back, you're going to have to pull it away from him.
Okay.
But it's entirely up to you here. You can just give it to him and he'll disappear into the night. That's the truth.
No, I'm gonna pull the bag back.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll for. Are you trying to do like overpower him? Are you trying to be really quick about it? Maybe dexterity?
I'm trying to be like quick about it, like just like whoop, like.
All right, I'll need you to roll for me, if you could, a dexterity check. Probably acrobatics, although, you know, it's like contested, so I'm going to be rolling as well here.
So acrobatics?
Yeah, please. It's usually acrobatics or strength for whatever you prefer.
All right. I rolled 12.
You roll 12? All right, let me grab my dice and I'm going to roll and I'll tell you if you succeed or fail. Now, Duma, you're seeing this happen as well. What are you doing?
I'm definitely thinking. I whisper over to Gimble Thimblewimble. Hey, I could charm this man to go away.
Well, you see this man actively tugging at this bag.
Yeah, he's
Like,
already going for the
you guys
bag.
are already like reaching and fighting for it.
Okay. Let's see.
Good.
Is it my turn or?
So right now we're in an open role play, so it isn't really a turn-based situation. You can do whatever you want.
Okay. I'm gonna try and intimidate him to let go of the bag.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I got a 19.
19.
DM, but before you roll on that, how far away? About so we can have a better understanding of the scene, about how far away is this exchange happening from the door to the tavern?
You're about 20-30 feet from the tavern. You can tell that the bag is in close proximity. The lady is coming from the tavern. You can see that based on your previous perception, which was 19. And again, this lady is like wailing. She's like going through something. She's hysterical.
Did my intimidation work on him?
Yeah, absolutely. He's terrified, but I need to hear what you're saying to this man.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, listen, man, this is clearly not your bag. There's a woman back there, and she says it's hers. So you're gonna give it up right now, or Gimble Thimblewimble and I are gonna get all medieval on your ass. Listen.
He just said, fine, just keep it, all right? I don't need the guards on my tail. Not only do you successfully scare him, Gimble, the man that he is, yanked it straight from him. There was no issue there at all. All right, so you guys have a few steps. What's going to happen is the thief is just going to run off into the alley, kind of disappear into the night. You guys could try to hide the bag here. The woman is not upon you. She's about 20 feet from you. But you kind of get the feeling that it might be her bag, based on what she's crying about.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold up the bag and say, "Hey, miss, is this your bag?"
Oh, thank the gods. You have no idea what this means to me.
I'm gonna say to her, "Who do you know that man that was running away? He said that was his bag."
What man? No, I have no idea. I was running this bag to my husband. He's a paladin. He went on this adventure, and I don't know what happened to him, but I want to give this to the barkeep. It's some of his adventuring supplies.
Can
And
you tell me what's in the bag?
yeah,
I'm not
there's.
gonna lie.
Go ahead.
Kimball's feeling a little deflated after hearing she's got a husband.
So she's gonna tell you what's in the bag. She's gonna tell you there's 4 potions. There's a stick. There is a wedding ring, which you guys could have kept if you hid it from her. But it sounds like you guys are handing it over, which is great.
Yeah.
She's also gonna tell you that there is 6 good berries, which is important to know. Because in this campaign, we're doing a little bit of manipulation of the rules here. I want to play with the exhaustion system. And what that means is as your exhaustion builds, you get weaker and you roll weaker. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the scale is 1 to 6 for exhaustion, but just for simplicity's sake, I just doubled it, so it's 1 to 12. 2 good berries restore 2 exhaustion points. And it's only 2. Like 1 does not work for 1. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So I said, what did I say, 4 potions?
Yeah.
I believe I did. I'm gonna put this into the no mic chat just so you guys have it. Or did I put a notes here? So I'll put it in notes. You guys are walking to the tavern together? Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna accompany you to the tavern. She's gonna tell you a little bit about what's going on. And like the fact that she heard from her husband before he went back and disappeared, that there's were-rats in that cave. And that the bartender has not been telling anybody about it. And that the party that went in was very unprepared. And she's scared for your life. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, something you do
Yeah.
know, she's gonna hand you the satchel and ask you to give it to the barkeep. So she's gonna hand you guys 4 potions and 6 good berries and a stick.
Wow.
Okay?
Mhm.
And then you guys are outside the tavern. You hear this barmaid. She's like, "Come one, come all, come get a fresh ale. They're cold as can be. And there's definitely no problems going on inside." She seems like desperate, and she's like handing out flyers and coupons. And she's just inviting and shoehorning everyone in. Tyler, I'm gonna send you something.
Okay.
Okay, now we're ready.
So, it cut out when you were talking about a cave with were-rats.
Okay. So we're back with the wife then. Okay. She's saying she's terrified of like what happened to her husband. She knows that he's still around. She believes in her heart. And she wants you guys to go in and help him. And she's telling you about these were-rats that the barkeep is not telling anybody about. And she hands you those items that I posted in the notes section. And I sent Tyler a little bit more information because he's the one who grabbed the satchel. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Great, great. Okay, so, and then You guys are walking to the tavern together. She hands you the satchel. This is how you guys acquire those items, and she says, Just find my husband, and no matter what shape he's in, bring him back to me, please.
We will.
And
Yeah.
give the barkeep some trouble for me, please. He's been kind of a not nice.
We will.
She calms down. She stops freaking out, and she sees that the tavern's getting a little bit busy, and she heads home. And as you guys are walking up to the tavern, you see this barmaid just trying to usher people in, and she's saying things like, "Come on, come all, come get your fresh cold ale here. There's definitely no issues here at all."
I lean over to Gimble Thimble Wimble and I say, "Grab a pint."
So
Thimble was like, not in this place.
I imagine you guys are walking in, is that right?
Yes.
Great. So as you walk in, you're going to see this is like a chain tavern. This is in every major city, and it's usually one of the most busy taverns around. It's probably about like 40% packed. It's actually like a dull roar on what should be one of the busiest nights. You see the barkeep pouring drinks behind the bar. You see a few people in the crowd. But remember, you're here on contract from the guild. Hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully you join us for the rest of our series. Stay tuned for more D&D.